We know there is no substitute for in-person instruction, but we need to do that on a consistent and sustainable basis, not an episodic basis. And what you've seen across this country is that leaders assert the need and desire for the social and emotional benefits of in-person instruction, yet they're not following the science. And as a consequence, the health of many of these districts, kids as well as staff, have been impacted. So schools have actually closed more frequently in those states that have not been more disciplined in terms of advancing a more scientific and data-driven approach to taming this disease and doing our best to get this pandemic behind us. And that's why we recognize good enough never is, and that's why we recognize our responsibility to do more, and that's what we are announcing here today. A statewide requirement for in-person instruction for all of our children to add to a well-established list that currently includes 10 vaccinations and well-established rules and regulations that have been advanced by the legislature for decades, to add to that list the vaccination for COVID-19. We intend to do that once the FDA has fully approved the vaccine, which will give us time to work with districts, give us time to work with parents and educators to build more trust and confidence and build out a logistics so that we can deliver on what we are promoting here today. And that promotion includes the following considerations. Once the FDA approves the vaccination in different cohorts, starting with 12 and above, grades 7 to 12, we will begin to apply that requirement in the next term, either January 1st or July 1st, whichever comes sooner. Concurrent with that, we also want to see all of our staff, paraprofessionals, not just teachers, bus drivers, custodial staff, and the like, the folks that really make the school system operational, also see them get vaccinated as well. And we will model similarly an FDA approval and work in concert, not only to apply and implement in parallel with all of those in grades 7 and 12, but on the basis of the guidelines and the regulations that will be forthcoming from the Biden administration as it relates to all employees, we will consider moving that forward. But in the absence of that directive, we will be requiring staff K through 12 to be vaccinated in that first phase of a two-phase application of this new directive. The second phase of that application is everybody K to 6. Again, that will be months away. Currently, we have in the state of California administered at least one dose to 63.5% of all of our young cohort ages 12 to 17. But we have to do more. Again, 84% of all eligible receive one dose, but for 12 to 17, we're not where we need to be. And so we hope this encourages folks to get vaccinated. We have no trepidation, no hesitancy in encouraging local districts to move forward more expeditiously. And you've seen that in a number of districts in the state of California that have moved forward more quickly with their own mandates and own timelines. And we expect, on the basis of other similar requirements, that you'll start to see an uptick in people getting vaccinated well before those dates that are established. And I'll close by answering a question that inevitably I'll be asked, and that is, are there exemptions? Yes, well-established exemptions for medical reasons, personal and or religious beliefs. Those are established in these guidelines as well. We want to end this pandemic. We are all exhausted by it. And the purpose of this is to continue to lead in that space. I believe we will be the first state in America to move forward with this mandate and requirement, but I do not believe by any stretch of the imagination we'll be the last state. In fact, I anticipate other states to follow suit as well.